Hello, wonderful people. Will Thunder Talk here with another video. Today we're gonna rant and ramble because it's too hot. It's too hot. Okay, it's too hot. It's too hot. It's too hot to think. It's too warm. I want this heat to end. I'm gonna moan a bit about the heat and the UK heat situation. So for those of you who don't know, the past couple weeks, Europe, it feels like longer than a couple weeks. I think it's longer than a couple weeks, but you can fact check me on that. It's too hot. I don't like how hot it is. I'm not built for this heat. I've lost a lot of weight, which has thankfully improved my ability to tolerate said heat. Last year, I had at least 5 heat strokes. Yesterday, I got close to it, but it's really hot, and the British heat is built different. And I was talking to some colleagues of mine who are from Nigeria and Zimbabwe, and they were like, "Man, it's hot where I come from, but this heat's different." Right? And in my mind, Africa's generally a pretty warm place, right? So I had some thoughts I wanted to put down on why I'm allowed to moan about this, because the UK heat is different. And I'll tell you why. The UK heat is different because, reason one, our houses are built to hold in heat. So our houses do not ventilate heat. I've been to a bunch of places traveling. I did a list of my favorite places I've been to and ranked them in recent memory. I've been to 11 different places. So experienced heat in a bunch of different places. I've been to Turkey, I've been to Greece, I've been to Spain. Those are most of the Mediterranean places I've been. A lot of them have been a bit more northern, like Berlin, Cherbourg, France, Stavanger, Norway. But the warmer places, something I noticed architecturally, is that the buildings are stony. They are made of stone. Stone is cool to the touch. In the UK, we assume it's going to be drizzly and rainy the whole time, which it often is. But in this instance of a heat wave, it is not. So we have to employ a lot of techniques that would usually be more effective in the global south. Because the buildings get rid of heat instead of hold heat. But our buildings do not. And because of the specific building I live in right here, I live in a townhouse. So on all sides, my friends, there is no through draft. So I have a window there, which is cool, but no airflows through it because there's no through draft. So it's really, 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 really warm. And the reason inside homes being too warm is a problem is because at night time we can't sleep, so we're going all insane. So you might notice the drop in IQ in my videos, a little bit less reflective, a little more like angry rabble, blah 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 blah, and that's because my brain is melting in the warmth. Hence this frustrated ranty video of me talking about the warm heat. And it reminds me of something else that I heard recently. Another creator talk about it, about apparently in Thailand or Singapore or one of those places, they said one of the greatest inventions of all time was air conditioning, and I think that makes a lot of sense, because if the UK was always this hot, how would we think of anything cool and new to make, or ways to improve our economy or our environment, or to think beyond I am warm and brain is melting? Because I notice myself when I'm too hot, I can't think too good, I can't make cool ideas, it's harder to reflect, it's harder to go, what this? So that's why I'm finding it really hard to exist and do my thinky work, because a lot of my work is very thinky. Which is leaving me feel quite anxious, because I'm like, I'm dropping my usual standard, I'm dropping my ball, I'm not professionally okay with not always being able to show up and do my best, because the heat is getting in my way of doing the best. And I have quite high standards for myself. I try to do well, I try to put my all in. I'm happy to clock the hours to push the outcome to a positive place the best I can. So it's frustrating when I come to a position where the environment will not allow it. A weird A side effect of this prolonged heat is that, you know, in addition to the appetite suppressant GLP medications that I'm on, if any of you have ever watched any of my videos, you'll know I am on Manjaro. And I've also experimented with retatrutide. That I'm losing weight. Also losing weight even more on one meal a day, because in the heat, there you go, my brain went a little. In the heat, I can't think. So I got some water here, boys. Stay hydrated. Are you watching? Stay hydrated. I'm watching you. It's hard to think, but with the GLPs, it's also making me eat less because I want to eat a hot meal because it's too hot to have a hot meal, and I only ever have hot meals. So I'm trying to eat salad, but it's probably a lot less calories than usual, which is probably starving my brain of essential nutrients and energy anyway, because I am a fairly tall chap. I'm 6'2", and my calorie requirements are a little bit higher, and then that's suppressed anyway with the drugs, so I'm like, this is frustrating. But I guess I'm like 11 kilograms from my goal weight, which is kind of insane, and I got to compliment at work the other day that I look thinner, only at a job I've been at since March. So, cool. Yes, weight loss, not really the way I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it slowly, steadily. I want it to be done maybe end of the year. Now it's going to be, if I continue this rate, we're only in July, boys, we're only in July. 5 months. I would be done in less than 5 months, aren't I? So, with the heat as it is shriveling me up, and it's making me a bit ratty. And it went to a broader point that maybe you guys will resonate with. That all the crazy stuff seems to happen in the summer. Does anyone else notice that? All the insane stuff seems to happen in the summer. I think it's because we all lose our minds collectively in the heat. Especially in the UK, I swear every riot we've had in the UK has been in the summer, because we've all been melting. We've all been struggling to regulate our body temperatures in an environment and economy that certainly does not do that. So when I think about London is a concrete hellscape. I said it and I'd say it again. It's a big heat sponge, so when it's sunny like this, I bet it's even hotter here. See, I live in a kind of rural area, ruralish, like a town, like a big town, but not like a city. It's a big town, and there's concrete bits, but there's also green bits. When you go in green bits, you stand under trees, it's a lot cooler. So our infrastructure is built to melters, is essentially my point, and I'm melting, and thinking is hard when you're melting. So, sort it out. Global warming's a real problem. Come on, guys. Let's stop. Do the global warming thing, please. Can we stop doing that? Can we all drive electrics and hydroelectric and renewable? Loads of solar panels. Use solar panels. Suck up all this juice coming out of the sky. Come on, boys, do it. I wish I had the technical capabilities to do it. I would put up the solar panels myself if I knew first thing about renewable energy engineering. But I don't. I'm just a man with a camera and a microphone and opinions. But that's where I'm going to leave it today. You've been wonderful. I've been very warm, Will. Take care, good luck, and I will see you in the next video if you survive. Goodbye.